This Hellcat ran from police at 160 miles per hour. And it wasn't stock either. This thing was producing 1,080 horsepower. But here's the crazy part. When police finally caught it, they didn't crush it. They painted it black and white, added lights, and turned it into a police vehicle. Which leaves one obvious question. If a police Hellcat clearly works, why did Dodge never sell one? Dodge didn't need to invent a police Hellcat from nothing. The supercharged 6.2-liter V8 already fit inside the Charger. Every major ingredient was already there, yet Dodge never put them together, not once. The most powerful Charger officially sold to police produced 370 horsepower, literally barely more than half of what civilians could buy. Meaning your standard 18-year-old could go co-signed on a machine twice as powerful as a top-end police interceptor, because police departments only had two choices, which were either a 3.6 V6, which produced 300 horsepower, or, if they wanted power, Dodge also produced the 5.7-liter Hemi V8, producing over 370 horsepower. But none of these compare to what they could have got. But why would police departments deliberately nerf themselves and rather go for the slower variant of the Charger or Challenger? But before I unveil these secrets, it would make my day if you liked and subscribed to the channel. Imagine putting a rookie into an over 700 horsepower beast with rear-wheel drive. One pull in the wet to keep up in a pursuit will send them flying into a tree. Police officers receive pursuit training, but experience still matters. And a patrol car can't be designed only for the best driver in the department. And this is where the normal Charger pursuit starts making sense. Dodge didn't focus on giving it the biggest horsepower figure possible. It focused on keeping it stable, cool, and alive. So Dodge couldn't simply throw a Hellcat engine into the front, attach a light bar, and call it finished. The entire car would need to be rebuilt and tested around police work. But that is just the start. One sheriff's office actually bought a Hellcat for police use, and almost immediately proved why Dodge never offered one. In 2018, Gwinnett County Sheriff Butch Conway spent nearly $70,000 on an all-black Charger Hellcat. But why did it fail? The money came from federal asset forfeiture funds, money seized during criminal investigations. When the Department of Justice examined the purchase, it called the Hellcat extravagant and demanded the entire amount back. But this is funny. After the county repaid the $70,000 with taxpayer money, the sheriff still kept driving the Hellcat. Imagine seeing your sheriff drive a car you basically paid for. But what if I said another sheriff's office got their hands on a Hellcat without paying anything for it? Marion County in Florida seized a 707 horsepower Challenger Hellcat from a drug dealer and converted it into a marked police car. But the Hellcat arrived with two keys. The black key restricted the engine to 500 horsepower. The red key unlocked all 707, but it accidentally proved something else. Even when a department received a Hellcat without purchasing it, the full 707 horsepower was still treated as something to restrict. However, the clearest proof that police don't need a Hellcat came from them catching one with more than 1,000 horsepower. In April 2021, a Texas DPS aircraft spotted two cars street racing along Interstate 10 in Houston. A trooper attempted to stop one of them, but instead of stopping, the driver floored it, and this thing wasn't stock. According to Texas DPS, it was producing 1,080 horsepower. So, based purely on speed, the Hellcat had effectively won. Or at least, that's what the driver probably thought. Because while the patrol vehicle stopped chasing, the DPS aircraft remained directly above him. He was later arrested and charged with felony evading and unlawfully carrying a weapon. But Texas wasn't finished with his Hellcat and turned it into an official Texas Highway Patrol vehicle. The same Hellcat that ran from Texas police now works for them. And that chase exposes the real reason departments don't need 700 horsepower patrol cars. One police vehicle couldn't safely stay with it, but the aircraft, radio, and officers waiting ahead didn't need to. The Hellcat outran the patrol car. It just couldn't outrun the police. But I want your opinion. Do you think a Hellcat interceptor would work? Or would it just be another flop?